we're going to do the double fold hem sample, but because we're going to eventually do 4 hem samples for 207, we're going to show you how to prep all 4 samples. So get 4 of your 3x7s, and you'll take them wrong side up and then fold it in half, hot dog style. So raw edges are meeting, and then press that. That gets you a 1.5 inch width. Then we'll open that up, and with the raw edge that's towards you, fold it wrong sides together, 1/2 inch. You can pin it if you need to, but I just finger press it to get me started. And then press that raw edge under 1/2 inch. This creates a double fold, which is one way to finish off our raw edges. So now when we fold that again, you can see that we've got a double fold, 1 inch, and then this is the 1/2 inch. Okay? Do that 4 times so you'll be ready for all 4 of your samples. Now we'll take this one over to the sewing machine and we will stitch here. A couple of things I want you to just think about. We're going to go ahead and stitch on the wrong side of the fabric. This is the back side, whereas this is the face side. Anytime you can possibly stitch on the face side, that will be a nicer stitch. The needle stitch is a nicer stitch than the bobbin stitch. The bobbin stitch is a little tighter tension. For our purposes today, we'll go ahead and stitch here. Another thing that I sometimes do with hems is lengthen the stitch length. Sometimes the 2.2 default stitch is a little too tight, and I like a longer stitch length. We won't do that, change it for this sample, but just know that you've got that option. Another thing you could do is use top stitching thread. The thing that's important to remember on a double fold hem is we stitch close to the lip, okay, this edge. If we stitch far from the lip, then that fabric can flip down and cause the whole hem area to flip. So it is a good idea to stitch close to the lip of that fold. We'll go ahead and bring this under the presser foot. I will lower my presser foot. It's up to you to position this. You could line up the fold with this center line, or you could line up the fold with an inside corner. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line up the fold to the right inside corner of the presser foot. Now I'm going to move my needle position to the right just so I can get a little closer to the lip and just adjust it. I think every machine might be a little bit different, so I ended up putting mine 2 to the right. I also am going to back stitch, so we'll start about a 1/2 inch down. We'll back stitch. Forward. I'm training my eye to this inside corner, and then everything should be accurate. Come to the opposite side, and then once again back stitch a 1/2 inch. Clip your thread tails, then you can see that stitch is close to the lip. This is the needle side, so this is the bobbin side. What we want to see is a nice even stitch, same distance from this bottom fold. That is the double fold hem. This is the bobbin stitch, and yes, like I taught you, the needle side is nicer. So now I'm just going to show you the steps if you wanted to stitch on the face side of your project. The most important thing is that you're very accurate in your pressing so that that hem allowance is even, okay? And then go ahead and find a line on your stitch plate, and I would need to be somewhere about right here, okay? You have to find where that lip would be and adjust your needle. So I would probably move my needle maybe 1 to the left, okay? And as it stitches, it would still catch this lip, but I would be close to it. So you've got lots of good features to use to allow you to stitch on the right side. Your stitch plate and the lines, as well as your needle position. You can move up to 7 positions of your needle.